So my motivation to participate in this training course is represented by my big passion about history and politics in general. And I really like the topic of this training course because I think it's really important for teenagers in general to know the history better, to understand what happened, the mistakes that were made, and what you don't do anymore, so that we can prove Friedrich Hegel wrong, who said that basically what we learn from history is that no one learns from history, or something like that. So yeah, I think we should prove him wrong. So basically that's what this training course is about, and I was really excited about this topic.
My motivation to participate in this project came from my passion for history and to my interest in understanding the realities of dictatorship and oppression, and how we can learn from history and to not make those mistakes again and again. And I think that usually traveling comes with a purpose, and Berlin is a great place to learn about dictatorship, about history, and also about how we can improve and how we can rebuild a healthy and sustainable society.
I would distinguish two main reasons why I wanted to participate in this training course. First of all, the fact that I am a law student. So for a law student, learning about dictatorship and in general learning about the political systems is very interesting, and I'm really interested in that. Second main reason why I wanted to participate in the fact that nowadays we see the clash of two flows of ideologies like Europe and Russia. And when we learn about dictatorship and how it works, we actually can more critically approach the news and understand what is happening in real life.
So I really wanted to participate in this course because the theme of the training course really caught my eye. I'm really interested in history myself, and also Berlin is so full of history, and it shows it in their sculptures, in their monuments. So it was also a great opportunity to be in a city like that and learn about dictatorships, good and bad examples of it, and so many, and have just great discussions with everyone. So.
Okay, my motivation to join the project was to understand the concept of how historical values have been able to impact the society, and how I can understand, learn, and get the actual concept of how it works, and basically to know how this will affect the future as well.
My motivation to take part in the training course was definitely the topics. It just catched my attention because it's closely related to my studies. In the university, we don't have enough time to go deep in this topic, so that's why I would like to get a greater insight to this topic, and that's what I hope I'll get here in the training course.
first things first, I think that this training course was really well organized, and I would really like to congratulate the organizers because we learned a lot of things and we worked a lot and we worked really efficiently as a team. We had a lot of debates and we learned basically from games, energizers, how to work as a team, debating skills and stuff like that. A lot of information about our recent history, about propaganda, for example, about the tyrant's psychology, about how people used to live in socialism, how life used to be back then. And I liked that everybody had basically this freedom to express their opinion, and we debated a lot, so that helped us to have a better, more complex perspective about every topic that we discussed. And yes, I think it was really efficient and really well organized, and we learned a lot of things.
What I learned during the training course, well, first and foremost, is the opinions, the ideas of my colleagues first, and how, in relation to the exact topic, and how they have different opinions, different point of views, and how it has been able to shape in our own ideas, give us much more knowledge and understanding of exactly what it's all about, and how history plays a major role in our society.
During this project, I got the chance to challenge my views on dictatorship, oppression, and human rights. I got the opportunity to learn about different realities and confront myself and my experiences with people who came from different backgrounds and personal experiences and different countries also. So I promised myself, and I understood that each and every one of us has a responsibility to learn about these oppressions and to speak about them in order to work for a world where we can all be free to manifest and live freely and not under any oppression.
And yes, even though in 2020, foreign of The course in general is quite full of a lot of interesting information, so distinguish different points that I've learned is a little bit difficult, but I would say the main points that really touched my heart, first of all, is the news, the propaganda, because it's really interesting to see how they can use it in a dictatorship and control the whole society and the way they think. So today we watched a video that Stalin was not only controlling the life of the people, but he was also controlling the way of their thinking, of their mind. So for me it's really, I know, I get some goosebumps because of that. And second of all, I would say, in general, the dictatorship, what dictatorships we had during the history. And we see also that dictatorships can have some positive aspects as well. And it really helps us to more critically approach everything and understand that it's not only black and white, but it's something gray, and we need to understand the tone of that color.
So what I learned during this course was the different forms of the government. What does dictatorship means, good and bad examples of it, also that maybe democracy doesn't work all the time. Also, it was great to hear opinions and experiences from people who actually live in democracies or have lived in both forms of government. So it was really eye-opening and very useful for my own knowledge and hopefully future that I can share with everyone else.
So we had the opportunity to gain a greater insight to the possible advantages and disadvantages of an authoritarian system. It was very interesting for me to learn about the average life in Eastern Germany in the 20th century, and we just had conversations. We could share our perspectives with each other, which was amazing for me.
Who have work and they're late, and those who just have like third round for breakfast. Okay, it's a very special. So.
In Italian we have this quote, a proverb, impara l'arte e mettila da parte, which in English basically means that we should learn an art and put it aside, because this art, this understanding, this view, this thought becomes part of us and shapes our way of speaking, behaving and thinking. And I think that I'm more sensitive to the topics of oppression and human rights violations. I will personally do my best to always get the right information and the right understanding of what goes on in the world, and I will try my best to obviously share this information with my friends, colleagues and in the organizations I'm from and I'm part of. And it's such an honor to get these experiences from and thoughts from people from all over Europe and all over the world, and hopefully by doing that we'll improve the world and make it a better place.
So, because I often work with young people, the knowledge that I received during this training course is going to be really great to make discussions between young people and hear their opinions. What does dictatorship mean in their own minds? Maybe they know some examples that they experienced it themselves. So that's how I'm planning to disseminate this knowledge that I've gained here.
When I get back to Hungary, I'm the member of several student associations. I plan to share my experiences with them, and furthermore I plan to go back to my grammar school to talk about the Erasmus opportunities, because I think it's an amazing chance for us to take part in, and I highly recommend it to everyone.
Okay, how I intend to disseminate the information I've learned, of health so far. Well, I work in the health space, and it'll be really very informative, to give out this information, most especially in a wide spectrum of people that have various views, various understanding of the history, the historical events that have happened, and core values to all these happenings, and how it is being portrayed, how it has impacted, and how it has coined out, shaping lives, made differences in our lives, everyday living, and how we're going to pass information down to our future children.
I think this knowledge is very important for me and vital for during all my life. I'm gonna use that, and of course all my group mates are very interested in what I'm doing right now, because they're like, why are you absent, why are you skipping your university for some training course? And when they found out about the topic, they're like, oh my God, it's so interesting because, of course, Ukraine, Russia is a very actual topic for everyone right now. And of course, I'm gonna make some workshop with my groupmates and discuss because I really feel and see the spark in their eyes because they are really interested in this topic. So I'm gonna make some interesting discussions.
Today, very nice one. Just write my name.
I think I will share this information with all the students that are member of the several student associations that I'm a part of. Because I think these informations are really relevant to our nowadays society, and a lot of teenagers have to know them, and it would be great to know them. And I will also, I'm planning on having like a little workshop on my brother's class at his school, because he's really passionate about history and about recent history, and I think it will help both him and all his classmates to understand better what happened in our recent history in the 20th century.